Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So, today, I want to take the time to sort of address my video that I posted Wednesday, why it was taken down, and sort of everything that went into that. So, first off, disclaimer, this is not like what my normal videos. I generally love to make content that sort of helps people, and that's really been my motivation for every single video that you've seen in Classic, really. Just anything that I learned about, wanted to help people with, and this kind of strays away from that goal. However, I do think it's very important because I am literally being threatened a lawsuit over a girdle of the mentor. Like, I can't believe I'm saying that. I can't believe those words are coming out of my mouth. But literally this little belt here that drops off of Vesuvius, that thing right there, I'm facing a potential lawsuit over. And the person who's going to do that is Volk. He is suing me. He copyrighted my video because of the clip that I showed of his video. I just find it so crazy that a video that literally shows you breaking Blizzard TOS, same faction griefing, even something and even the context I use it in falls way under fair use. There's definitely a criticism of that action, as well as even a news story, because we were talking about mind games being disbanded because of that, and who might do that, why they might do that, and we were looking at previous actions in order to establish that thought process. But clearly, I guess, it's whatever. We'll see what YouTube decides, and if you really, really want to sue me over Girdle the Mentor, man, please go right ahead. That's your choice. I can't tell you what to do. I just find it absolutely hilarious that you care that much. But anyway, here is all the evidence I have gathered. He accused me of slander as well at the same time, and I just want to show every single piece of evidence that I have found that has led me to believe that you left the guild over the Girdle of the Mentor and not getting it. Before we get into this, huge shout out to Robot Rogue. Thank you so much for letting me use your Twitch VODs for this. This was a week or 2 weeks after I left Raid 2 and went to Raid 1 because the guild, needed me to, and I don't really care where I raid. Obviously, I'd been in Raid 2 since week 2 of Classic all the way to now. But, the guild needed a mage to swap there, and I was the only one who could, so I swapped to Raid 1. Not that big a deal. Switches Tuesday to Thursday, but that's why we don't have Mike POV of this, but we have Robot Rogue. So we're going to go here and we're going to watch this. So here is the fight. I just want to show this. Volk right there being AFK. I think he just AoE taunts right there and dies. Like, Jack told Baraka to taunt there and do it right. Volk decided to AoE taunt for no reason and just die. So, obviously a huge misplay right there. It's only important because obviously, we come right here to the end. He dies. Girdle of the Mentor right there. That can drop. So just wanted to show that in the same stream here that Girdle of the Mentor dropped. So I'm not splicing this or anything of the sort. Just kind of, general rule, if you're kind of wanting loot, expecting something like that, you probably shouldn't make a almost catastrophic mistake on a fight such as that. The main tank at the time just taunting the boss for no reason because we had a nice and secure transition there. Anyway, let's fast forward to here. So this is right before we're about to pull Saffron. Loot had just gone out, and so it was being distributed. So here we go with this. We're going to hear a little bit of this, but just everybody ready checks except Snap, who's just making sure what side to go on for decursing. I guess he didn't hit ready. Volk is the only other one not ready here, and this is what bothers me the most about this.
I'm on a meeting with the officers right now. Log out.
You serious right now?
I'm serious.
Bruh. That you need to all rebuff Amp.
It's fine.
Don't log out. Krunks is gonna tank.
Keep your eyes on Volk right here. He starts to cast Hearthstone. He leaves the group, and watch.
Doesn't get every item he wants, man.
He leaves the guild, and you can hear the officers talk about this. Doesn't get every item he wants.
Why did he leave? What happened?
Because he didn't get every item he wants.
You didn't get the what?
You didn't get the belt. Radex had fucking Triad Girdle.
Alright, focus up. We're just down 1 DPS. It's fine.
Simple, dude.
Krunks is tanking.
So Krunks has to just start main tanking Saffron when he had never done it before. They do kill it, so that's really good to see. But just abandoning your group or like that, you know, talk about it after raid. Talk about it at any other point. Like, I think Belf says that he'd stay after raid, talk till 5 a.m. about it.
An entire raid hostage? Fuck that. Let's kill this thing.
Like right there, there's Belf talking about that.
Can I have a meeting with the officers?
Yeah, after the raid, dude, we can talk as long as you want. I'm up till 5 a.m. every week. Let's go.
Right there, you know, like that just shows the dedication that our officers have. And what's actually super unique about this raid in particular, it has every single officer in Mind Games at the time inside the raid. It had Snap, it had Krunks, it had Jack, it had Jarek, it had Belf, it had Golds, it had Membrane. Like literally every single officer in Mind Games was in this raid at the time, and that's just baffling to me that, you know, you would do that over a belt. And what gets into this, and I'm gonna show some conversations I've had with Volk as well as other people regarding this, because, you know, this was a week after I had switched, or 2 weeks, and Volk had left the week before this due to, I'll show you guys here. So we're gonna get into some DMs and stuff right now. So right here, this was leaked from officer chat. We don't know exactly who did it, but the Gold says that, you know, it's just sort of small banter and talk, but it's, you know, it's nothing too like terribly crushing. Like it's just like like someone's just mad that their tank core's messed up. And then here we have Volk and Jack talking about a month before this happened. He said he could wait for the 3rd belt. And so he's talking that, and then you'll get the next one for sure. I'll give I give it to Scott. I'm not a loot goblin except for the sword because of how big an upgrade it is. Jack just says yes. So Volk interpreted this right here as a promise, which, you know, that's fair, I guess. You know, he said that here are Jack and Volk's DMs the night of. If you think you're getting that belt after you just G-quit, I don't know what to tell you. Radix has been with us for months and doesn't even have an onslaught girdle. You got THC first before Krunks, and when he wanted it before you, and Jane was just going to give it to him before you. You sure you want to hold that over my head after all you guys said about me? I don't even know what I said. I've been in officer chat instead of exploding during a raid, so I'm sure there is something that hurt your feelings, but I've never said anything. I've never had anything against you. That's why I gave you everything you've wanted. Either you're good for your word or you aren't. So what is your answer? The tanks have always had prio over after people without onslaught girdle, and I gave it to Scott. The belt under the promise, and the next one was mine. We had the discussion in text and DMs. Jack says that was when Jaden was doing loot. So Jaden had been notorious for making a lot of promises for loot here, guys. And so after Jaden left, like I believe a week or two after that, Jaden left towards the end of January, beginning of February. I was on break, so I don't know the exact date. I took the month of January off just to sort of regather myself. But Jane did the chat thing, so I got it because he didn't have onslaught girdle. Radix had been with us for months. Honestly, I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't have onslaught I honestly didn't know he didn't have Onslaught Girdle. He said that's fine. He could have gotten Onslaught Girdle through Guild or GDKPs. They're really cheap, and it's not my fault he doesn't have one. Well, our guild doesn't run MC other than binding runs at this time, and we barely even do binding runs now, and I don't think we've killed Rag as a guild since phase 3 or something, so kind of nuts for him to have that expectation. Why would I fulfill my end of the deal bargain with someone who just quit, and I didn't even reach out to, and you didn't even reach out to say you were unhappy? I don't know who leaked all the officer chat stuff, but that is fine. Like I said, I vent in O-chat all the time because I don't blow up, so I'm sure there was something said. I have no idea what I did say. Imagine for a moment you were me, having to watch the officers week after week, have something nice to say while you wait to fulfill an obligation to a friend because he gave you a sword and you had a debt to repay. Jack, it's not like we're scheming against you, dude. It was my choice to give you that sword. No, it was Scrunks. He had to say yes to giving it up. He's gotten more threat gear than your main tank, and you say you've given me everything I wanted. All I ask is that you hold up your word, dude. You're effing crazy if Crunks did not did that out of the kindness of his heart. He did that for the raid, and because we all decided together. Curse at me all you want. Curse at me all you'd like. I intend to hold you to your word. I don't even think I gave you my word, but if I did, then sorry. You leaving the guild broke that, and whatever good faith you have with me, I don't have anything against you at all. I'm just not going to bend over backwards to give you everything you want. You should think about that. You should think again about holding what your officers did to me over my head. You're in the wrong here. Did to you? What the beep are you talking about? You shouldn't insult people for weeks. You never know who's listening. We talk about everyone in officer chat. I'm not going to argue this point anymore. Yes or no, Jack? No, you're not getting the belt. That's a shame. So as you can see, Volk is in Orgrimmar guildless right here, you know. So this was right after he hearthed out of that raid that I showed you. This is my personal DMs with Volk. Just sort of shortly after that, he came into my stream and was talking to me about it in one raid. And so then he says this. I said, Volk's full thoughts in my stream about everything, why he left. You know, I really, you can read what I said here. You know, I said, yeah, I thought we had a good productive combo. I wanted people to see it. I wanted to bring attention to it. I wanted my guild members to sort of see that because a lot of people hadn't, really known what happened. We heard Girdle of the Mentor, you quit over Girdle of the Mentor. And I guess Volk is saying that that's the slanderous part. Because in the other video that is, copyrighted, you know, I said that he left over Girdle and Mentor to make this story simple, but I think anyone with any sense of logic can see that Volk left the guild because he did not get Girdle of the Mentor in that very specific raid. There, he can say no, it was this, but at the end of the day, the action that made you quit mind games and never come back was Girdle of the Mentor not being given to you. That is a simple fact, and I have displayed that in this video. And then so after that, he said, if you can test it, I will see you. It's non-transformative video with slander. So, that's where we're at, guys. You know, it is what it is. If you're wondering, I use Canva for all my stuff. But, you know, if someone wants to do that, someone wants to be like that, you know, I had Volk on my real ID, and I counted Volk as one of my friends up until now. You know, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I don't understand why he might do that, why he takes it to such extreme levels so fast. Because, you know, I would always seek peace. You know, I had a promise broken to me. Jaden promised, when he gave first femur to Kabang, he promised me first to Tish. And he had every intention of holding that up, but the officers got together and they decided that Balthazar should get it. And, you know, obviously I was a bit hurt because I wanted a Tish first. I wanted a Tish, just period. I think it's an amazing staff. It's a legendary weapon. Of course I want it. I'm a mage, you know. And I really haven't gotten any weapon first in this game. But, you know, I had to take a few steps back and ask, you know, one, how ridiculous is it to promise a Tish? And two, who did it go to? You know, who was the person that received the Tish And that was Balthazar, and he was he is like the best mage in our guild. He has helped so many people become better mages. He's helped me become a better mage. And, you know, I couldn't think of someone more worthy of a Tish than him. And so, you know, at the end of the day, it's sure I can be upset, sure I can quit, sure I can be mad, sure I can do all this, but, you know, I really truly enjoy raiding with this guild. I enjoy playing with them. And I'm not going to, you know, the decision's made. No amount of leaving or being angry is going to change that choice that they made. And I just don't understand how a fully grown adult, you know, I've heard Volk is, you know, I heard he's in his 40s. He was a veteran, you know. I could be wrong on that. It's just what I've heard. And, you know, just to sort of see a grown man sort of attacks, I'm 25, you know. I just graduated college, and like I'm chasing YouTube as a dream. Like that is what I'm doing. So, you know, as far as life experience goes, I think he definitely takes it, and he's just attacking me over a 23-minute clip that shows him literally breaking TOS, same faction griefing, and it was unlisted too. Like, you took the video down after you copyrighted me. Like, in order to view an unlisted video on YouTube, if you didn't know, you have to have the direct link sent out to you. So, it's just, I don't know. Like, I just don't get why you would, I just don't get it, man. But at the end of the day, this is my case, guys. This is why I might get sued over the Girdle of the Mentor. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's just a video game. We'll see how far it goes. But holy crap, what? Like, I'm still in disbelief that I can't sit, that is like there, you know, that is something I'm saying and making a video about. So anyway, this is already long enough. I hope you enjoyed this story, guys. If you have any thoughts, feel free to drop them down below. I'll read them all. And this is in no means just like attack Volk. You know, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not doing this for any other reason to inform my viewers, tell people what happened about the copyright, and why I might be facing a lawsuit over that, because it was more than fair. Like, it was most definitely fair use, in my opinion, just showing a quick video to tell a much larger story. But, you know, I guess that's not up to me to decide. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. It truly means a lot to me. If you happen to find anyone that you know would also benefit from watching this video, please share it with them. It helps me out a ton and allows me to keep doing what I love every single day, and that is gaming and sort of helping people any way that I can. So finally, thank you so much, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.